Hi, this is Manesh Patel from Ichimoku Today is February 2nd, 2014. This is our bi-weekly Ichimoku analysis for all the global markets, where we start off covering everything in Europe. Then we slowly transverse across to Middle East. We go to Asia, and then we cover everything in North and South America. And we cover all the major different country indexes out there, and not the ETFs. This is our normal disclaimer. This is for education use only. We're not soliciting you to buy or sell any particular instrument at all. If you do so, you're doing that at your own risk. All the charts you're going to see today are pretty much from eSignal. Okay. Um, Here are our contact details here at info@eiicapital.com. You could also go to our website, ichimokutrade.com. You could access any of our free videos, access our free heat map, uh, also our multiple time frame email alerts, various other videos, free ebook, and so forth. A lot of resources available there. Just bear with us this week. We are going through some major website upgrades, which a lot of people will like. Or you could also give us a call at any of our global office locations here if you have any questions. Okay, so let's start off and let's go to eSignal. And remember, on the left hand side is basically the daily time frame. On the right hand side is basically the weekly time frame. And mainly we're going to go for a lot of the countries, and we're going to go through and look at the weekly time frame. Unless we can't really get any support resistances from there, then we'll go to the daily. But that's pretty much the way we're going to go for everything. So we're going to first start off with Ireland. If you look at Ireland here, this is bullish trending here. It's still very, very strong. It's at a minor support level right now. The major support level is going to be 59.88. If it breaks that, then it'll undergo its first major pullback, which it hasn't done so at all. So we're going to wait and see what happens. But I think at least if it could break this minor support here, I think we could at least get to 59.88. I think that will typically hold. The resistance, of course, is the high up there. And you can see that 64.22 right there, which is the high. If you look at the daily time frame, you can kind of see it's breaking down here. And so the daily is kind of indicating that we're going to break this minor support level here that we're at right now, which is around 61.27. So the daily is kind of indicating we possibly can break it. If we continue to show some signs of weakness where it doesn't go up at all. Next country we're going to go through is UK. UK market, you could see, is just one big ugly pattern here. It was bullish, then just decided to consolidate here at the top. Here, really not doing anything except consolidating between 64.42 and 68.79. Really not going to really do anything until it breaks those levels. It is still more bullish tilted because it's above the cloud, so it still has a possibility of doing this trend continuation. And believe it or not, it can happen any time or any month now. Reason why is if you look at it, we entered this consolidation back of at 520 of last year. So we're going to get close to almost a year of consolidation. So this thing can't sit there and break down. It's easier for it to go up. Sorry, it can go up. It's easier for it to go up and break the resistance than for it to break the support, because if it breaks the support, it still has to go for the cloud just to change settlements. So this is still naturally bullish, even though it's consolidating. Germany. If you look at Germany, this is still very, very strong, going up. It's now in the kind of like a minor counter trend mode, where it's stuck between these two values here at 91, 89, 44, and 93.72. So those are the values here. But this is still bullish trending. It's just going for a medium pullback, kind of stuck between those two ranges. So it can sit there and continue on. Our thoughts is that this thing's going to at least get to about 9,200, which is going to be a major test for this guy. And at that point, we'll have to see exactly where things end up and what the charts look like, because momentum's strong right now, but depending on when it gets to 9,200, momentum may be weak to a point it does get to 89.36 here, but only time will tell. We can't really see anything right now. France. If you look at the CAC market, really here, it's bullish trending here on the weekly time frames. You could see still hasn't gone for a major pullback, believe it or not. It's consolidating here at the top right here. Really nothing going on. It's kind of like the UK market almost, except this is not being consolidating for the longest time. This just started back, if you look here in November of last year, whereas the UK market started back in the fifth month of last year. You could see here it's holding right now support at 51.42. If it breaks that support, this thing will definitely go through a major pullback to at least about 39.70, and at that point we'll have to see what happens at that level to see if that major pullback turned into a trend reversal, or it bounces off there to go possibly retest the high or start go back up. So we'll have to see. Spain here, bullish trending here. It's at a minor support level at 89.81. Major support level is going to be 94.27. It's still bullish trending. It will be bullish trending until 94.27 is broken. If it breaks that, then it could go for a major pullback all the way back to 8,800. Portugal, if you look here, still bullish trending, very, very strong. It is at a minor support level that it kind of a little broke a little, but I don't know if you would count saying broken, but 13,343 was a minor support slash now a little resistance level there. Even if it goes for a pullback, the pullback level could go all the way down to, believe it or not, 13,000 is going to be the key level. So I think it's going to at least pull back to 13,000 level, and then we're going to have to see exactly what happens at that point, and how long it took to get to 13,000 level. It took a while. Then we'll definitely go back down to 1265, 12,650, and if it breaks that support, then we're going to go for a major pullback. But right now, this is still very, very strong moving forward. Italy here, same scenario, bullish trending here. Hasn't even done a minor pullback. Minor pullback level is going to be about 18,949. Resistance on this guy is going to be about 20,315. I have a feeling it's going to sit there, possibly pull back to about 18,949. Respect that level, and then sit there and make a move to 20,315. And then the key will be what's going to happen at that level there. Switzerland. If you look at Switzerland, really not doing anything at all except consolidating here between the 78.22 level and 84.73 level. Right now it's at a minor support, which is the middle of the consolidation pattern, which is 81.49. Austria is really not doing anything either. It's consolidating between 24.30 and 26.88. It's stuck in the middle right now at a minor support, which is the middle of the consolidation pattern, which is 25.69. Belgium here, it's still bullish trending, believe it or not, on the weekly time frame, even though daily is looking ugly, and that's because we're starting to consolidate here. This resistance of 29.63 is holding. Minor support on this one is going to be 28.41. Major support is going to be around 27.11. Netherlands here, bullish trending too on the weekly time frame. It's at a major support level right now, right roughly around 386. If it breaks that level, then it's going to go for a major pullback, possibly all the way down to about 364, and at that point we'll have to see if it reverses or holds at that pullback level, which is a major pullback level. Greece here, still bullish trending, believe it or not. Major support level is going to be around here, 1570. Minor resistance is 1740. Major one's going to be about 1864. If it breaks the support level here at 1570, it's going to go for a major pullback, possibly all the way back down to about 1400, and then we'll have to see exactly what happens there and how fast it gets there. Czechoslovakia here, really not doing anything at all, consolidating between about, I would say, 957 and 1036, but there's nothing there to talk about. It's boring. Hungary, same scenario. It's consolidating here between a major range between 17,818 and 19,589. You could see here it got to the middle of the consolidation pattern, which is roughly around 18,792, bounced off there. But this thing is just ugly to a point. There's no trades or trends in there at all. Poland, you notice a lot of these Eastern Europe countries now are starting to get this way. It's just consolidating right now between 2320, which is the middle of the consolidation pattern now, and 2618. The bottom of the consolidation pattern is going to be about 2200. Romania, here, this is bullish trending. This is a unique, because you notice this is bullish trending here. and you could see it broke its minor support level at 64.12, which is now going to act as a resistance. Next resistance above that is going to be about 65.96. Support on this one is going to be about 62.42. Slovakia. Here, this is consolidating between here and roughly about 189 and about 202. A lot of people thought this was going to break out because this came out of the cloud. And then here, most people are looking at the basics of Ichimoku and says, oh, it comes out of the cloud, it's bullish. Nope, not necessarily here. Momentum was in the cloud. Momentum finally came out of the cloud right here, but didn't take off. And as long as this level here at 189 is basically held, it still has a possibility of getting to 208. But the longer this thing takes, the more weaker it's becoming. This had a bullish momentum here, and then it just consolidated, which is taking the momentum out completely for the bullish side there. Russia's not doing anything except consolidating between 31.17 and 32.79. Let's go over to South Africa. Here, it's still very strong. It's at a minor support level here at 10,336. Major support level is going to be about 8,771. But this thing is still going on very, very strong. Unless it breaks the 10,000 level, it's not going to go for a major pullback and won't get to here at all. So 10,211 to be exact is the major support for the South African market. Turkey. Here is just consolidating between 36.77 and 4,200. Really nothing exciting going on here. It is bearish in the consolidation. If it breaks this level here, believe it or not, this is going to be basically a big trend reversal from this upward movement right now. So this, believe it or not, this movement right here is a major pullback. If it breaks the support level, this thing's going to turn into a major consolidation pattern or a trend reversal where it does have the possibility coming all the way down to 3,000. So definitely keep an eye on that one. Something we just added, kind of like the Baltic area. So here's Baltic, and if you look at the Baltic market here, it's bullish trending, believe it or not. It's gone for its first major pullback. Support now in this guy is going to be about 620. 637 is going to be its major resistance here, but you can see here it's consolidated here for a little while, then it came down, touched the top of the cloud, and now came back up. So now the question is, what's it going to do? The daily here is showing some signs of weakness because it's below the red, and unless it gets above the red here, which is a minor resistance of 637, and stays above it, it's never going to have a chance to sit there and break that resistance. Denmark, really bullish trending here. It's at a minor support level at 620. Major support level is going to be 602. Finland, really not doing anything. It's bullish trending, but it's now starting to consolidate here. It's stuck between a support resistance of 68.68 and 71.96. If it breaks the support level, then it's going to go for a major pullback. Iceland here, which is interesting, no one's even talking about it, is bullish trending here. Minor support level that which held, believe it or not, is 690. It's got a high probability of now getting to about 414, which is this next major resistance level. Believe it or not, this was a resistance level, but this was a major level back in the past when basically the Iceland economy crashed. Norway, bullish trending here. As you could see, it's gone from a minor pullback level, broke the minor support at 399, trying to head to a major support at 579. If it breaks this major support here, it's going to undergo a major pullback. If it holds here, this bullish trend is going to remain intact, and it still hasn't gone for a pullback at all. Sweden, here, bullish trending here, major supports at 1282. That's the level it has to hold to destroy the bullish trend and undergo a pullback, which could lead into a trend reversal. Israel here, bullish trending here, kind of top heavy here, consolidating here, still has not gone for a major pullback level at all. Major pullback is going to be around support. It's going to be at 46.26, but it's got to break the minor support level at 51.34 in order to do that. Resistance on this guy is going to be 58.07. Saudi Arabia, you can see it's still here, very strong. It's at a resistance level at 8,800. The next major resistance level is going to be about 91.90. Support on this guy is going to be minor supports 85.15, and then 81.99 is the next major support for the Saudi Arabia market. Dubai here still continuing to go on its little path upwards here. Can't really tell from the weekly any levels here, but let's go to the daily. You can see from the daily it's kind of minor resistance level now. It's stuck at 38.17. Minor support is going to be 37.26, and the next one below that's going to be about 35.59. Abu Dhabi still going on very strong too. We have to here rely on the daily time frame here to kind of give us some levels. Resistance here, which really not even showing signs of hesitation, believe it or not, at all. It's 47.22. Minor support right now is 46.12, and next one's going to be a 49.49. But this market's still going on very strong, and you know Abu Dhabi is very strong compared to Dubai. Bahrain, it's going bullish. Notice how I went bullish, consolidated, and then basically continued on here. Resistance level, of course, is going to be 13,100, which is a nice even number. Support's going to be about 1279, and then 1259, which is going to be its next major support. Kuwait here really not doing anything except consolidating between 1066 and 1082. Nothing really to brag about or talk about. Oman here, basically bullish trend still. I had a little pullback here, not much of it. Broke the resistance, went higher. And if you look at the daily, you can see a minor resistance now is 71.42. Minor support is going to be 69.92. And then the major support is going to be roughly around 67.50, 67.89. Qatar here, bullish trending here, very, very strong. You could see little signs of weakness now on the daily time frame where it has a resistance around 11,195. Support on this one's going to be 11,000, and the next one's going to be around 10,834. So that completes the Middle East. So you could see Abu Dhabi is still very, very strong in the Middle East. And moving forward, excuse me, let's go over to China. China, a lot of people have been talking about China and the reports and this and that. I don't know what, but this market's really not doing anything. It's just consolidating between 2059 and 2247. It's slowly trickling down to a point. I think it'll get to this support here at 2059. It may even sit there and get to the bottom of this little spike here at 18,000. But I think at that point it's going to bottom. So I'll definitely keep an eye on China to possibly bottom this year. It really kind of needs to hold this 2059 level to bottom. If it gets down to this little spike level here, it could possibly start a trend to go to a whole new level, maybe about 1500. But I really think 2059 is going to hold very strong for China. And maybe at that point it just sits there and continues on its consolidation pattern, with that being the level it's at the bottom. Hong Kong doing the same thing, consolidating right now. Daily looks like a bearish trend here. You could see here this basically trended, did a major pullback, retested a high, and now sits there and starts reversing here. It broke a support level of 22,812. It's going to its next support, which is 21,587. I think we'll get there very highly, possibly this week. The major support level that it has to sit there and maintain, even to have any bullish possibilities in the future, is 20,990. If it gets below that level, then this thing could sit there and get to the bottom of the consolidation pattern where it can break 20,000. So I'll definitely be very careful as far as the Hong Kong market. Korea looks like one big mess too, consolidating between 245 and 277. Broke the middle, which was about 255, going to about 245 now. Japan market, which was extremely strong last year, if you look at it, went up. Still bullish trending, hesitated here, got to a new level here, 16,215, bounced off that. It's at a major support level right now, 14,750. If it breaks that, then it's going to go for a major pullback, which possibly can break the 14,000 level. Malaysia, if you look at here, bullish trending here. It's kind of stuck between two values right now, which is basically 1771 and 1859. So that's bullish trending, but stuck here. If it breaks the 1771, it's going to go for a major pullback all the way back to down to about 1710. If it gets below 1710, it's possibly going to sit there and do a full-blown trend reversal, and the major pullback is going to be broken. So definitely keep an eye on Malaysia and be very careful as far as going bullish on that. Indonesia here went for a major trend here, did a major pullback here, and it's kind of stuck in its pullback range between 42.03 and 45.46. Nothing really going on exciting there. Thailand here did a major trend here. This is part of the major pullback right here. Major pullback support is going to be 1202. If it breaks that, then this thing's going to turn into a full-blown trend reversal, or it could enter a major consolidation pattern where about 1150 is going to be its support. Resistance in this one's going to be about 1304, and the next one's going to be about 1350. So Philippines really doing nothing at all, just like Thailand and Thailand, Indonesia, made for a major trend. It's a major pullback right now. It's in this pullback range is between 35.10 is a major support, minor resistance 37.87. Major one's going to be 39.686. India. We will be moving a lot of the Indian stuff from the Sensex to more of the Nifty, because that's pretty much what a lot of people there locally are gauging everything. Nifty here is just basically consolidating here between 19,500 and 21,248. The middle of the consolidation pattern, which I think will get there with high probability and possibly this week, will be 20,201. Once we get there, that's going to be a key level to see exactly what happens. If we break that, then we've got a possibility, believe it or not, get all the way down to 18,000, because this bullish momentum is going to get destroyed. You really don't want that. So 20,201 is a major level for the bullish momentum for the Indian market to stay intact. Australia here, we've been talking about this one. It's coming up to its timing element, where next month is going to be a very critical month for the Australian market. It's got to sit there and get to this resistance by the end of the month at 54.10 and possibly break it. If it sits there and hangs around and gets down to this support right here, 50.44, the Australian market's going to go for a major pullback next month, by the end of next month. So we'll have to see exactly what's going to happen. But right now, it's at a minor support level of 42.08. It would be great if it could hold that level and then make a move to 54.10. If it does, then it has a high probability of breaking that and continuing this trend. If it breaks the support level, it's going to come down to here, and each level keeps on going down to the next support. This is causing a major pullback to start occurring for the Australian market. New Zealand, on the other hand, is very, very strong. Shows some signs of hesitation here, but still going on strong. Stuck between minor ranges of 47.35 and 49.46. If it breaks the support here, it could go for its major pullback, possibly all the way down to about 4,500. Okay, so now let's go over to Americas. Let's cover the U.S. market first. You can see here on the Dow, here is bullish trending. Okay, broke a minor support, which is now resistance to 16,174. It's at a major support level right now, 15,641. If it breaks that support level, well, it's based on a weekly time frame, this thing can go for a major pullback. Believe it or not, it could also go all the way down to about 14,064, which is a major support level for the Dow. Okay, S&P. You could see here from this chart, this looks stronger than the Dow, and you could see it's here bullish trending here. It's not even close to the green line like it was on the Dow. It's at a minor support level right now, which is 17,735. Minor resistance level is going to be 1810. And then major support is going to be about 1739. This level here, 1775, has to hold here in order for us to break this pivot high here and continue on. We've been kind of hanging around this level over and over and over. The daily's kind of showing that it's going for a major pullback, but it's still showing that the bullish momentum is still very strong there. So we really need this week for it to sit there and make a move back to 1810 and get above that before the end of the week. If it does, then we got a high potential of sitting there, keep on making new highs on the S&P and the U.S. stock market. NASDAQ You could see here the S&P was at its major support level. Major support level is going to be about 34.35 for the NASDAQ. Resistance level is 35.33, and then major support is going to be 33.42. You could see the NASDAQ is strong compared to the S&P 500 and the Dow. So if you look at them in order and strength to weakness, you basically have technology, which is NASDAQ, which is the strongest. Then comes the S&P, and then comes basically the Dow. Okay. Canada here, bullish trending here, going up, up, up. Minor support level, which is held so far, is 13,525. Major resistance level is going to be around 14,000 on this one. Okay. Mexico. Mexico really here is bullish trending here. This is a major pullback here. It's actually now turned into a consolidation pattern. It had to hold the 41,000 level. It didn't. It broke below that. Now it's got a possibility of getting to 39,960, which is not good at all. So basically, this had a chance here. If it held this support here around 41,000, and then if it's hit there and held it, it could have made a move to retest the high and do a trend continuation. Considering it broke the major support of 41,000, I don't think the Mexican market is going to be bullish anymore. I think it just entered a new realm of consolidating between basically 37,000 and roughly about 42,000. Argentina, which has been a topic in U.S. news here in the U.S. I have no idea why, but due to currencies and this and that. But if you look at the market here, this is bullish trending here. Got to a major resistance level of 6,006. And you can see here, major support is going to be about 51.67. But this thing is still very, very strong. And you can see that from the daily and weekly to a point. Argentina has another leg to keep on going higher. So I wouldn't count it if it breaks that resistance of 6,000 and does make a move higher. This thing will still remain bullish as long as it holds the support, minor support at 54.84. Santiago, Chile. Here you could see this is trending bearish now on both the daily and weekly. It broke a support last week of 35.24. Looks like it's trying to go to the next support of 32.52. But Santiago, Chile is collapsing right now as far as the markets are concerned, and it's got a bearish trend going on. Brazil, if you look at Brazil, nothing exciting at all. Trend here, major pullback. Now it's basically trying to come here to the bottom to retest the low. We talked about this here for the last couple of weeks. It has a high probability of getting to 45,270, and it's slowly trickling down to get there. Okay. So that's it for this week. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to email us. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks.